In today's video, I have a tiny penny stock that is quietly becoming a leading player in digital asset wealth management. This tiny Nasdaq listed company is being compared to MicroStrategy and is up 170% year to date. In Q1, President Trump signed an executive order to establish the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, sending Bitcoin skyrocketing, and FundStrat's Tom Lee predicts that Bitcoin could go as high as $250,000 this year. In today's video, I will be talking about Metalpha Holdings. This company is making serious moves right now. This stock was just $1.79 when I first talked about it, but the stock hit a new all-time high of $4.17 last week, and somehow this is still flying under the radar. That is a gain of 130%, but with the stock dropping back to $3 in the past few days, this provides another opportunity. Now we've got a lot to get through in this video, so I will try to keep this intro short, but if you find any value in this, can I ask you to smash the like button? It takes a lot of time to make these videos, but it literally takes 2 seconds and costs nothing to smash the like button, and it helps the channel out so much. I'm aiming to get 500 likes on this video. Help me hit that goal. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any new content like this. I want to point out that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so always do your own due diligence. And I would really appreciate it if you could try to answer the question later in this video. Now let's get into it. Metalpha Technology Holdings Limited is a global digital asset focused wealth management company, and together with its subsidiaries provides wealth management services in Hong Kong. The company is listed on Nasdaq, ticker symbol MATH. This company offers digital asset-based wealth management services, which include issuing traditional financial and cryptocurrency derivative products to over-the-counter clients, providing crypto derivative market-making services, and proprietary trading of digital assets and crypto derivative products, securities advising and asset management services. It serves institutional investors and high net worth individuals. The company was formerly known as Dragon Victory International Limited and changed its name to Metalpha Technologies Holdings in November 2022. With dedicated blockchain expertise, the company aims to become a leader in the field of digital asset-based wealth management services, bringing a robust innovation and transparency to the customers and businesses it serves. Now, this is a company that has been likened to Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy. Asia MicroStrategy, Metalpha on hedging for sustainable investing. Metalpha is a financial services company safeguarding investors through bull and bear markets with effective customized hedging solutions. Metalpha Technology Holdings Limited provides qualified investors and institutions with boutique crypto wealth management services as a rising star in Asia akin to MicroStrategy in the US. Now, it's fair to say that MicroStrategy is one of the most famous companies in the crypto space. Although a technology company, CEO Michael Saylor has pretty much stunned the world over the past year. Each time Bitcoin drops a little bit, Michael Saylor buys the dip. Metalpha has sealed numerous partnerships such as Litecoin Foundation, NextGen Digital Venture, GRVT, ParaX, and many more. And according to Bitcoin Magazine, Metalpha holds Type 4 and Type 9 licenses through its wholly owned subsidiary, LSQ Capital Limited, by Securities and Futures Commission of Hong Kong. Last week, Metalpha announced the successful completion of the LSQ Investment Fund SPC, which delivered exceptional results over its 2-year investment period. Managed by Metalpha's subsidiary, LSQ Capital, from March 23 until March 25, the fund achieved a net asset value performance of 375%, outperforming BTC by 67.3%. Looking at Bitcoin for just a second, this was the most parabolic period for Bitcoin in years. Not only did Bitcoin hit its highest price, but the gains from late 22 until early 25 were comparable with Bitcoin's rise in 2020. Now, importantly, following the conclusion of the fund's life cycle, Metalpha is glad to transfer all of its 40% equity interest in NextGen Digital Venture Limited to a key contributor to the fund's success. But more importantly, NextGen Digital Venture has now launched Fund 2 to continue our focus on crypto-related equity investments, as we believe digital assets represent the new frontier of finance. Now, a lot of people are skeptical of crypto, But just this week, the Senate passed the Genius Act. As we've seen already with President Trump's executive order to establish the Bitcoin Reserve, this is the most pro-crypto administration ever. And now this new act gives the crypto industry its first major legislative win. And the company is compared to MicroStrategy again here. While Metalpha shares many similarities with MicroStrategy, key differences remain in the business model, service locations, and products. Metalpha's revenue is highly growth focused in a bull market as Bitcoin's price increases. Therefore, the company's revenue and scale experience high growth in a bull market. And we'll see that in just a second when we look at the most recent financial statements. Metalpha have had some big news recently as the company announced that they will be traded on the Frankfurt Stock Exchange in Germany alongside their listing on Nasdaq. This will provide Metalpha with increased visibility and accessibility for investors in Europe, as this is not only the largest stock exchange in Germany, but it is also one of the largest in the world. And Metalpha is just beginning to get some attention from investors. A few weeks ago, Simply Wall Street released a list of top penny stocks to watch for the month, of which Metalpha was included in their 3 standout options, citing that the company has grown significant progress in the penny stock arena by becoming profitable this year. Revenue surged from $5 million up to $19.7 million by trading digital assets and derivative contracts. The company remains debt-free with a strong short-term asset coverage over liabilities and a high return on equity at 24.6%, but that's not all. Despite its growing presence in the digital asset sector, Metalpha remains largely undiscovered by mainstream investors. Many retail and institutional investors are more familiar with high-profile Bitcoin stocks like MicroStrategy and Marathon Digital Holdings, but Metalpha offers a differentiated and in many ways more sustainable business model with a proven ability to generate revenue in both up and down markets, and potential for growth remains underappreciated by the market. And that's because Metalpha is not directly tied to Bitcoin's price movements in the same way as traditional mining or holding companies. Rather than simply accumulating Bitcoin on its balance sheet, Metalpha profits from offering structured derivative products to institutional investors. This means that regardless of Bitcoin's direction, the firm can generate strong revenue through financial products. Additionally, the company's strategic partnership with Bitmain, one of the world's largest manufacturers of Bitcoin mining hardware, allows it to mine Bitcoin in-house, in essence purchasing Bitcoin at a 20% discount. This is a massive advantage as it allows the company to source Bitcoin at lower costs while enhancing its profitability. So recently, Metalpha released their financial statements and they also announced a share repurchase program, which I will talk about in just a moment. But first, let's look at the financials. Revenue for the 6-month period came in at $19.7 million and they recorded income of 16 cents per share, which is a huge increase over the same period the previous year. And the company turned the corner into profit too. From a loss of $3.7 million in the prior year period, Metalpha recorded an overall profit of $6.1 million. Now, if you're confused as to why this is September 2024 instead of December, that is because Metalpha's year end is March 31st. So their next report will be for the full year, but this is not due for another couple of months. Looking at the balance sheet, the company also had shareholder equity of $25.3 million, a huge increase from just a few months ago at $16.8 million. The balance sheet is getting stronger and stronger each year. They have over $204 million in crypto assets and total assets of $237 million. So overall, this is a very strong balance sheet. As I said a moment ago, when they released their financials, they also announced a share buyback program. The board of directors approved the share repurchase program of up to $5 million over the next 36 months. This share repurchase program reflects Metalpha's confidence in its long-term strategic direction and commitment to deliver value to shareholders. Metalpha aims to enhance per share value and provide long-term return for investors. Now, the thing about share buybacks is they are often a sign that a company believes its stock is undervalued. And given Metalpha's recent financial performance, this program could help support share price appreciation while reducing the total number of outstanding shares. And with Metalpha still flying under the radar of many investors, this buyback could serve as a catalyst for greater market recognition and greater returns. Also in the news this week, Metalpha Technology announces leadership changes, with the company's COO resigning on June 16th, citing personal reasons. As it says here, he has been replaced by Ms. Zhang as the new COO. Ms. Zhang brings over 15 years of leadership experience in global financial institutions, aligning with the company's focus on global expansion. Prior to Metalpha, Ms. Zhang served as the Executive Director, Head of Risk Control, Head of Executive Office at China Development Bank International Investment Limited. And earlier this year, Metalpha announced a joint venture with Standard Chartered Zodia Markets and Giwon Holdings aimed at driving the growth of digital assets in the Middle East. The Middle East and North Africa region ranks as the 7th largest crypto market in 2024, with an estimated $338.7 billion in on-chain value received between July 23 and June 24. The majority of crypto activity in this is driven by institutional and professional level activity, so this is a huge and emerging market. This milestone partnership makes a significant step in the company's global expansion strategy. Abu Dhabi-based Giwon Holdings has long been a driver of innovation, while Zodia Markets is a subsidiary of Standard Chartered, a UK bank with a presence largely in emerging markets. Now, this is no small bank by any means. Standard Chartered is one of the UK's biggest banks, with operations in financial services, wealth management, and investment banking. They are listed on the London Stock Exchange and have experienced strong growth over the past year, having revenues close to $20 billion, and they have over 83,000 employees. So for Metalpha, a small fintech company, to be partnered with such a bank is a big deal. But guys, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts on Metalpha Technologies in the comments below. Could this company's partnerships and blockchain experience see them fulfill their aim of becoming a leader in the field of crypto wealth management services? Drop a comment below. But remember that I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice, so I highly recommend that you do more due diligence on this company. To learn more about Metalpha Technology Holdings, check out the link in the description below to take a look at their website. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next